What's up, guys? So welcome back. I've got a really cool bike here. It's a 1974 Honda CB350 Four. So it's a four-cylindered 350. I think it's super cool. The styling is amazing. Like, this thing is incredible. And what's even more incredible is that it came from the original family that purchased it in 1974. This one has like over 138,000 miles, which for a motorcycle is, but most of this is original, and I'm really excited about it. It's got a ton of stuff, and I can't wait to hear this thing run and then go ride it around. So this is essentially a barn find. Once we got it off the truck, we pressure washed it, and then like this patina is like incredible too. Like it's textured. It's got a little bit of pitting. Like, we're gonna do some exploration of this thing, but essentially, like, there's like stuff up there. Like, this is not clean by any means, but I think there's a chance that this can get running with not too much work. One thing I did look at, the fuel is off. Fuel is off, so I'm not pushing anything in there, but the motor turns, and it turns freely. There's not a lot of hesitation. The chain is intact. The sprocket looks to be good. Like a couple seat tears, but like cosmetically, this thing could clean up pretty well. I was told it came from Maryland. The original owner bought it in Maryland, I believe, and his son rode it from Maryland down to the Keys, which is incredible. It's a huge journey, and on a 350, that's crazy to me. After the Keys, he told me he took it up through, I believe, Colorado, up to Canada, back to Maryland, and he said he did it all in about 7 months. That's incredibly brave, but I'm not going to be doing that. What I want to do, and my goal with this, is to get this running again. So that's going to be my goal. I want to see this thing running. I want to enjoy it. I can't wait to hear this little four-cylinder fire up, and I'm just super excited to try to get this thing back on the road. I may even leave it as is. The handlebars have a little bit of pitting on them. Like, there's so much. But first things first, before I get into anything too crazy, what I want to do is I just want to kind of look it over. Like, I haven't taken off any of the side covers yet. Need to check the air cleaner. Got to check the fuel filter, lift the seat, check everything out, and bring you along for the journey. So let's get to it. I'm really excited to see how long it's going to take me to get this thing going. I'm going to try to get it done. My guess and my hope is within 2 weeks, and not too far-fetched if I do it right. So let's see if I can see what I can do. But let's start with a little motorcycle archaeology. Alright, so this is a pretty quick little walk around. That's pretty cool. There's a story about those front forks, that front end, but we'll get to that in a little bit, maybe while we're a little bit further on this. But it looks like everything is intact. And how about that? 354. That is so cool. Like, this whole thing is super cool. Like everything, it's not too dirty right now. I did pressure wash it, but there's still like stuff, some buildup on it. Maybe I'll take a little bit more time and get it a little cleaner, but there's nothing that's like really rusted through that I can see, and I'm really impressed about that. Typically with older bikes, even a little bike I was working on not too long ago, there's a little pitting somewhere, and I thought it was a chip of paint, but it ended up being rust all the way through. So anyways, without further ado, let's check out what's under the seat. Dang, pops right up. All right, a little bit of rust there. Nothing crazy. Be sensitive, so I may not show everything, but it looks like there's registration here, and it looks like it was last registered. Here's registration from 2001. Okay, so it's still like 24 years ago. like some paperwork. All right, and here, this is so cool, dude. This is like looks like an original toolkit with a nail, just in case, and also the essential, bottle opener. You never know what you're gonna run into. Man, that's cool. So I'm gonna tuck this stuff right back in here. Man, that's awesome. Bottle opener in there. All right, let me see what I need to get into here. This looks like flathead. Is there one in the toolkit? No. All right, let's grab that tool. All right, so this is the right side cover. All right, I'm just as excited as you guys are. See if there's a battery in here. Okay, no battery. Nice. Okay. Oh, so that's the battery breather tube right there. It's right on top. That's cool. Also cool that this is all intact. Looks like it's missing a little nut down there. Cool. Let's check the other side. Let me put this back on. Helmet holder. Man, one of the things I think is super cool is that all these original decals are here. Like decals, I don't know. I think the little stuff like that is like super cool. The owner did tell me that the gauges were replaced, so these are not the original gauges, but I do have the originals and they are not or in that great of condition, which would make sense since he had over 130,000 miles on it. So let's see. All right. Like the carb's pretty clean on this side after a pressure wash, of course. Even have spare fuses. Dude, that's amazing. This is super, super cool. And one thing I am really wondering about right now is where is this air filter? Air filter is not under here, and it's not on the other side. Is it under here? Maybe it is. Oh, there we go. What was that, a spider? It's got a spider crawling down. Yep. Little daddy long leg right there. Get out of here. All right, check out that air filter. That is cool. Incredibly dirty. Very cool. Man. All right. That is very cool. Just a little spring to push it over. All right, so I need to figure this out and then get a new one right after I figure it out. Some more wiring, that's the battery. Cool. Let's look inside of this gas tank. Dude, this gas cap is so cool. See if I can do it with one hand though. There we go. Nice. Yeah, you see all that corrosion right there? Whoa. All right. So first order, that smells super gross too. First order of business is gonna be to clean that up for sure. That is crazy. But then it looks like it's just right there. Okay. So maybe not as bad as I think. It smells super gross though. Like there has to be gas in there. Let's see. Do a little shake test. Definitely gas in there. Alright, so it looks like I just take off this little rubber bushing here. And this little rubber chunk here. And this might just pop off. But I don't really want to stretch this old rubber too much. Is that enough? Nice. Okay. So I got... Ooh, it sounds like sand. Yeesh. Okay. Alright, so I've gotten it that far, which really isn't far at all. And what I'm going to do, before I do anything else to this gas tank has to be drained, cleaned, maybe sealed, depending on how, well, you guys saw it. Could be super horrible. So that's where I'm going to start. I'm going to call it a night today. I'm super excited about the toolkit and really excited to see how far I can take this thing and see if I can get it going. This is my challenge to myself. See if I can get it going in 2 weeks or not. Stick around, more to come. This is quick. Let's get this on the road and back to its glory. I mean, look at this thing. Put this thing back down. Just look at it. Beautiful. That's a beautiful bike. There we go. That's a beautiful, beautiful bike. A very bespoke bike. A very gentlemanly bike. And will be enjoyed again. All right. So stick around for this bike. There's going to be a ton more coming on it. I'm really excited, and I can't wait to get this thing back on the road. 2 weeks is my challenge to myself, and I believe in me. I just hope that this bike believes in me as much as I do, because, dude, seriously, it's amazing.